Hi everyone. My name is Shybri Wilson. I will be using Screencast Omatic to host this particular presentation. The informational resource that I have chosen is News Ella. So, what is News Ella? News Ella is an informational resource for teachers and students. The site has current events that are strategically made for classroom purposes. One feature that I really appreciate about News Ella is that it differentiates text for students with various reading levels, and not only various reading levels, but also for readers who speak different languages. So, to navigate through different portions of News Ella, I recommend using high speed connection. And also, I prefer Google Chrome. When I am at work, depending upon what device I use, um, typically I encourage my students to use Google Chrome, but being that my school district is no longer supporting Google, any type of Google products or software. We're using more internet based or Mozilla Firefox. Um, the site does not lag too badly, and that's one thing that I appreciate about it because there are various interfaces in this site that students choose from, not only students, but also educators. So, provided here in this screenshot is the page that you would see in News Ella, specifically under the binder portion. So, the binder portion has students' names listed and also teachers. As you notice, this is are the headings and subheadings. So you have the heading, which is the latest library article. So I went to the library portion. The subheadings are the title of the articles. It's a clean layout. It's not confusing. And then to the left of this panel, you see that you can narrow your choices depending upon what content you want for the students. So you have lower elementary, upper elementary, middle, high school, and then also the text level. And then also it has the standards, and you can click on the standards that you want the students to specifically focus on as far as with their reading skills. All of the information is up to date, and it's also indicative of the title page based on what has been posted. So everything is pretty much up to date. Almost, it seems as if it's every day. So, based on the principles from our text, the two principles that I picked up on from this site, Newsella, is the redundancy principle and coherence principle. So, with redundancy, it follows the redundancy principle as you see throughout the pages provided here. Um, there isn't a multimedia presentation in text that overwhelms users. So there's either or. There will just be a picture and text, but there isn't a plethora of multimedia in text so that users do not feel overwhelmed with the information that they are receiving. And also, it follows the coherence principle. So everything adheres to the instructional goal of the lesson content planned by the instructor. So whatever the instructor plans, they can use News Ella to correlate with their lesson, and it fits within that their instructional needs. And you can also manipulate things as far as the activities that you want to assign to students and in addition to what type of questions that you want to ask based on their reading. So this is a great resource to use for lower elementary students and also to high school, as I mentioned, because of differentiation. And it definitely follows some of those principles as far as redundancy, coherence. And it's definitely intended for informational content for not only teachers, but for students and even for parents if you assign assignments for them to work on at home prior to coming to class. So thank you.